What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Joe Morley Sports Show. I'm going to do a first round mock draft, the mock draft of the whole 32 picks. I'm live on YouTube on the Warzone Sports Network and the Joe Morley Sports Network show on YouTube. So if you guys can find that, or I'm live on TikTok. What's up, TikTok, Giovanni, Benny? How you guys doing, everybody over there on TikTok? I'm going to start, of course, with pick number 1, go all the way to number 32. I don't know how long I'm going to be live for. I'm going to try to do as many picks as I can and go as fast as I can, just so you guys know. And it's a mock draft. It's a fun mock draft, right? Mock drafts are meant to be fun. They're meant to have fun and just play along with it. I like to do as many mock drafts as I can. One, because it familiarizes myself with the prospects in the NFL draft. And then so by the time we're watching the draft, we can be like, oh, that guy's getting drafted here and there. And you already know who they are, right? You start to familiarize yourself with more and more prospects, the more and more it goes. And plus, it's a fun way to just have fun with the NFL draft. I mean, how many other times can you get to play the general manager of a team and draft for your team? So on the clock first, Jacksonville Jaguars, right? Jacksonville gets the first pick. I'm waiting for the 9th pick. Okay, well, I'll get there. So Jacksonville has the first pick. Jacksonville themselves are saying they don't even know who they're going to take. Of course, I mean, they just had the first round pick. There's not going to be a quarterback that goes here. I know that they're hoping to trade out of this pick. That's what they're hoping. But with Jacksonville, I'll just go Aiden Hutchinson, right? That's the easiest pick to do. Aiden Hutchinson to Jacksonville, defensive end, that puts the Detroit Lions on the clock. Lions are sitting here, and they need a lot of stuff, right? The Detroit Lions need some help. So let's see. Detroit Lions. And of course, like I said, there's no quarterback. I'm not high on the quarterbacks. There's not a lot of quarterbacks. The over/under on quarterbacks in the first round this year is 2.5. So if you're waiting for quarterbacks and you're thinking I'm going to draft a lot of quarterbacks high, I'm not going to do it in my own mock draft. I'm hoping it's not going to happen in the regular mock draft. All right, Detroit Lions. I want to go deep. I would like to go another defensive end here. You know what? What if I do this? What if I throw it for a loop right here and I go Detroit Lions take the top quarterback and they take Derek Stingley Jr. number 2, right? Bam! That throws a wrench in the whole draft. Stingley Jr. cornerback number 2. Because I think the Lions are happy with the way their offense performed last year. They're not going to be happy with their defense. Me personally wouldn't take a cornerback right there, but hey, they're going to take the DB there. So and that's going to throw a wrench in it because the Texans were probably looking to go there, right? So now the Texans are on the clock. Texans need everything. They already have. I don't think the Texans are going to go offensive line because they have a pretty good offensive line. So if this happens, this is looking good for for everybody that's fallen. You know what? I'm going to take the second cornerback off the board. I'm going to take Sauce Gardner, right? So, I haven't done a mock draft like this that both cornerbacks go off the board quick. So, I had Aiden Hutchinson go number 1, Derek Stingley go number 2, Ahmad Gardner go number 3. So, if this happens, all 3 tackles, all the great tackles still fall, and the Jets are sitting on the board. But then the Jets are sitting here going, what are we going to do, right? Because a lot of people have the Jets taking a cornerback. I think if the Jets are sitting right here, I think they go Kayvon Thibodeau. There you go. Thibodeau to the Jets, so at number 4. So the 5, now this would be the perfect ideal spot for the New York Giants if the draft went the way that I just had it go. And this, like I said, this is fun way to do it. So I had Hutchinson, Stingley Jr., Ahmad Gardner, Thibodeau go, number 5. So now the New York Giants will have their choice at all 3 offensive tackles, Cross, Ickey, and Evan Neal. So which one would you pick out of those 3? If you're looking at all 3. Let's say they go Cross, right? So now the Carolina Panthers are on the board. If the Carolina Panthers are on the board right here, and they go, oh, we need quarterback, but they also need offensive line, and both tackles just fell to you. You know what? I know the Panthers need a quarterback, but are you telling me that if they're sitting here Do they take the quarterback or do they take the offensive lineman? Because they could always trade for Baker Mayfield. They could always make another trade, right? And they're sitting here with two good offensive linemen. I think they go, okay. I think they go, let's go Icky right here. I think that so the Panthers pass on the quarterback, right? Falls down to the Falcons. Now the Falcons are on the clock. And the Falcons are saying, who's sitting here for us? And the Falcons, come on. We all know the Falcons need a lot of help. And a lot of people are like, oh, Falcons need everything. Oh, no, the Giants, sorry. Giants are on the clock still. The Giants already took one offensive tackle. Should they bookend it and take another offensive tackle? Could you imagine they walk away with Charles Cross, and Evan Neal? I mean, as a Giants fan, would you be mad about that? How could you be mad that they went out there and bookended for you? Like, you know what? The Giants, I'm going to have them take Trayvon Walker at that spot, number 7. So I had Hutchinson, Stingley Jr., Gardner, Thibodeau, Cross, Icky, and Trayvon Walker go right there. So there you guys go. So number 8 will be the Falcons. And the Falcons need help, right? It just depends on what the Falcons want to do. And we all know the Falcons need wide receiver. But you know what? What happens if they do it? What happens if the Falcons take the wide receiver? But they go Garrett Wilson, right? I'm going to take Garrett Wilson early for the – I'm probably not going to do any trades, to be honest with you. I'm just going to draft it the same way. So now Seattle's on the clock. Seattle has their pick at everything. I want to say that Seattle would take they could take a top pick of quarterback here. Let's go. I did it. Who was waiting for the Seattle pick? Benny. So, Benny, here we go. Benny. We had Hutchinson, Stingley Jr., Gardner, Thibodeau, Cross, Icky, Trayvon Walker, and Garrett Wilson go. Now, Seattle's on the clock. Does Seattle take Evan Neal, who could have been the number 1 overall pick in the offensive tackle? Then do they take the edge guy, or do they take a corner, or do they take a linebacker? Where would you like Seattle to go with this pick? I think I'm going to lean more towards, it would be a tough one for Seattle, but I don't think they could pass up on Evan Neal. So I'm going to take Evan Neal at that spot for Seattle, the offensive tackle, all right? Now people are like, oh, more Joe, you're crazy, Joe. Why are you so crazy in this mock draft? That's the way I roll. So number 10. So the Jets already took their DN earlier in the draft, right? I already had the Jets take Thibodeau. They're sitting here at number 10. 1 wide receiver off the board. The Jets need a lot more. Do they go for the 3rd best cornerback in Trent McDuffie, or do they go, hey, let's take a wide receiver, and I'm going to have them take Drake London right here. So Jets take a wide receiver. So, yes, I have Kyle Hamilton falling in this draft. I have Williams falling in this draft. All right. It's happening. Here we go. So now Washington's on the clock. Do I really want to take a quarterback for Washington? I mean, I could be that guy, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to take Devin Lloyd, the linebacker out of Utah, because I know that Ron Rivera loves his linebackers. So if you guys are on TikTok, hey, thanks for watching. If you guys are on YouTube, I'm on the Warzone Sports Network, and I'm on Joe Morley Sports on YouTube. You guys can find it, and I also have the board over there. I don't know how to put the board on TikTok, so I apologize for that. Number 12 will be the Minnesota Vikings. So now the Vikings are on the clock. Vikings need a lot of stuff. They need an edge guy. They need a cornerback. You might actually want to say that they could go offensive line, right? Wow, should I throw a wrench into this and like take somebody higher than normal? Like I don't. Let's see. We'll take Jermaine Johnson, Florida State defensive end with the Minnesota Vikings at number 12. So that's going to leave Yeah, this is go to YouTube. I'm good on there. I can actually see your comments more on YouTube better. They need every position. Yeah, it is very disrespectful. All right, the Texans are on the clock again. With the Texans' first pick, I took Ahmad Sauce Gardner, right? So they're like, oh man, now what are they gonna do? The tackles are off the board. Texans do need every position, right? What am I gonna do with the Texans? So we already took a cornerback, so I don't want to go save. What if they What if they what if they can? What if they do this? What if they draft Kyle Hamilton too? Bam. I got him 2 secondary guys right here in the draft for the Houston Texans, right? Hamilton falls to him at number 13, and then they picked up Ahmad Sauce Gardner with number 3. Could you be mad as a Texan fan at that? But like, oh, we got 2 young guys in our defensive secondary? I don't think so. Baltimore is on the clock. Baltimore is going big guy, big guy. I'm taking Jordan Davis to Baltimore. Jordan Davis goes to Baltimore, leaving Philadelphia on the clock. Philly, where you going, Philly? They got the number 15 pick. Philadelphia, right? Where is Philly going with this picks? Who should I go with, Philly? I'm going to go wide receiver. Do I want to take wide receiver for Philly? You know what? I think Dean will still be there, but I'm gonna take Dean right now. Make Philadelphia happy, right? Here comes the Saints are on the clock. I'm gonna take with the Saints. I'm gonna take a quarterback, and I'm gonna take I'll take Malik Willis. So the first quarterback I take is at number 16, guys. First quarterback I take is at number 16 with the Saints. Chargers are now on the clock. Chargers on the clock with some good needs, right? Like you're gonna tell me that if Jameis Williams is sitting here, the Chargers are like, should we draft him? Chris Olave's sitting there. That's who I'm gonna take. I'm gonna say they pass up on Williams, and they say they take Chris Olave for the Chargers. I don't know if you're a Charger fan, you like that. Philly's back on the clock. They just took their wide receiver, and then I think Philly doubled down, and I think Philly takes I'm doing it. I'm taking Jameis Williams to the wide receiver to Philadelphia. So Philly goes back to back Alabama wide receivers in back to back years. I don't know if you guys like that, but I like it. Saints are taking Olave at 16. They could have, yeah. That's the thing about having back to back picks. So they could have had him right there, but now the Saints are back on the clock. I already had him take Malik Willis. So are they gonna here we go. George Pickens to the Saints. Do you like that one, Johnny? Do you like George Pickens to the Saints at number 19? So I've had a run on wide receivers right here with Olave at 17, Williams at 18, and Pickens at 19. So I don't know. Yeah, LV, I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe just for a little bit because I do have practice with Jake's other team too. But I'll see you tomorrow. So Steelers would be on the clock at number 20. I've been telling, like, people are wondering, like, should the Steelers move up? I think the Steelers are in a perfect position to sit here. And I've always thought that ever since they signed Mitchell Trubisky, they have a perfect spot to sit here. So at number 20, I'm taking quarterback for him, and I'm taking Kenny Pickett's still there. You know what I mean? So why not? I'll have him draft Kenny Pickett, even though I don't like it. But Kenny Pickett to the Steelers at number 20. You guys like that one? Let me know. New England's on the clock, right? The Patriots are on the clock at number 21. If you guys want to see a recap of it, I haven't seen someone take Pickens this early. Well, I don't know why, Johnny, but I have a little belief that George Pickens is going to go a little bit earlier than people expect. I don't know why. People are starting to build the George Pickens train is starting to pick up just a little bit. So I'm a big believer in him. I think the Williams fit the Chargers need the wide receiver more than Olave. Yeah, so you can go either way, but you would feel that they would take the wide receiver though either way, right? I'm just having fun today, you know that. All right, so number 21, New England Patriots. New England Patriots. What you gonna do, New England? What we gonna do with New England? What do you think, Johnny? If Pickens gets taken that'd be a nice fit for Pickens. Would be Green Bay, Johnny. Would be a nice fit. That's why I'm kind of thinking that they, a team might fall in love with them and let them fall a little bit. Let's go with George Karlaftis right here, right? The defensive end seems like a New England pick. Now Green Bay would be on the clock. We already went on the run of wide receivers, right? So, like you said, if Pickens was to go, this would probably be one of the spots for him to go. Would be at the Green Bay spot, but Pickens is already gone. I already had Pickens go to 19 to New Orleans. So now Green Bay sitting here going, "Oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? All the good wide receivers are gone, right?" And this could happen. I'm not saying that it is going to happen. I'm just saying it could happen. So now Green Bay's sitting here, and let's see, the best wide receiver on the board for Green Bay would be Treylon Burks, Sky Moore, Jahan Dodson is getting some love up there. Is Nakobe Dean still on the board? No, he's not. Treylon Burks is on the board. So here, if you guys are just joining in, I'll go through it real quick. So I had Aiden Hutchinson go number 1, Stingley Jr. go number 2, Gardner to go number 3, Thibodeau went number 4 to the Jets, Cross went to the Giants at 5, Ike went number 6 to the Panthers, Trayvon Walker went number 7, Garrett Wilson went 8, Evan Neal went 9, Drake London went 10, Devon Lloyd went number 11, Jermaine Johnson went 12, Kyle Hamilton went 13, Jordan Davis went 14, Nakobe Dean went 15, Malik Willis, the quarterback, went number 16, Olave went 17 to the Chargers, Williams went 18 to the Eagles, Pickens 19 to the Saints, Kenny Pickens went number 20 to the Steelers, and George Karlaftis went number 21 to the New England Patriots. So why not? Why not? We'll go another run on wide receivers. We'll go with another wide receiver with Burks to the Packers, right? So the Packers get their wide receiver. They might not do it. They might get all mad and do it. So this is a guy I had going to the Cardinals in a mock draft that I did with Tony and Mike earlier, and I still think it comes true. And I think they're going to go Trent McDuffie of the cornerback from Washington in Arizona. Dallas Cowboys on the clock. Dallas Cowboys, do they want to make a pretty pick? Do they want to make a dumb pick? I don't know. Wyatt is falling in a lot of drafts, so is he going to fall? I think Mike made this pick the other day on it, and it was a good one. I think the Zion Johnson was a good pick to the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know how to say his name, but I'm going to go with this one. Arnold Ipakatai to the Dallas Cowboys, the defensive end. I think they need defensive line help more, so I'm going to do it. NFL Mike just became a top viewer. Thanks, Mike. I am live on TikTok. I am live on YouTube, guys. If you guys want to check out the Warzone Sports Network or the Joe Morley on there, that way you can see the board. I got the board on there. On there. You can also check out. Johnny's saying it's 100% guaranteed Green Bay takes a wide. Johnny, what happens if Green Bay doesn't take the wide receiver? What would go? What would you think if Green Bay doesn't take that wide receiver? Like the whole world would be shocked. Buffalo's on the clock. I know everybody's saying does Buffalo take the running back here? Is this where they reach for that running back, or do they go, no, let's look somewhere else? Because I also think Buffalo could benefit from an offensive lineman or another defensive line. But at this point, what are you looking for? You know what? Do we like it? No, Buffalo. What are we gonna do with you, Buffalo? You know what? Let's do it. Let's take the running back, Hall, out of Iowa State for Buffalo, and just show it. Let's. Is that probably too early? Maybe a little bit too early, right? But it's Buffalo, and they need it. Mike. Oh, Mike, I said that I saw it too late, but a corner would have been good, huh? Tennessee Titans. See, if this draft, this is just a fun mock draft, right? But look how many wide receivers I had go already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide receivers by the time it gets down to Tennessee. Booth is still on the board. McDuffie is taken. Booth is still on the board, I believe. Let's see. So Andrew Booth is still there at Tennessee spot. So Tennessee's on the board. I think Tennessee's going to take offensive lineman. I'll take Zion Johnson to Tennessee at the guard spot. And then Tampa Bay is on the clock. What is Tampa Bay going to do? Who should Tampa Bay take? Mike, who you think? Tampa Bay is on the clock. What about Trevor Penning from North? So I'll take Trevor Penning from Northern Iowa to Tampa Bay. So they take another offensive lineman, right? Green Bay is on the clock. So Green Bay already took a wide receiver. I took Treylon Burks for you. So do you want to take an offensive lineman? I know Green Bay sort up their secondary. There's always at least one running back taken. Yeah, so I took the running back already. So now Green Bay's on their guard or best defense available. See, Mike, would this be? I know Green Bay has Alexander. They took the kid last year, the defensive back last year in the first round. Will they dare take another cornerback right here in Andrew Booth? You think they would do that? You think they would go defensive line? That's what I'm wondering. You know what? Wyatt has fallen in love, right? So we'll take him with Green Bay right there. Kansas City now on the clock. This would be perfect. Oh, I just passed on it. So Kansas City's on the clock. And this is what Mike would love. Mike would love for Kansas City to take Sky Moore right here. But Kansas City has to be going. I think Kansas City goes, all right, Booth, we'll take you. You fell far enough to us. We'll take Andrew Booth here for Kansas City. Now they have their back-to-back second pick. We can look at the wide receiver position. And you got Sky Moore. You got Dodson and Tolbert. If you want to take another wide receiver at this spot. And say let's just do it. We'll just take Sky Moore here. So they took Andrew Booth and Sky Moore with those 2 picks. Would you be happy as a Kansas City fan walking away with those 2 names at that late? Kansas City has come on record, and but you can't believe a lot of the crap that GMs say right now. But Kansas City is saying that they might not have any first-round draft grades on the guys that fall to them at this point. Whatever. Linderbaum's going to fall all the way to Cincinnati, the center. Cool. Take him, right? Cincinnati's not looking for any starters, but if they can get somebody like that, get a young offensive lineman in there to go along with who they've already picked up, awesome. Detroit's back on the clock. With Detroit's first pick, they took the cornerback Derek Stingley Jr. at number 2. Now they fall all the way down here. Who are they going to take here? They could take their quarterback, their choice of quarterback down here, or they can look at the top of the board and find out somebody that they want. And I think they go. Man, it's sad to see David Ojobu fall, right? I think hopefully KC gets no one. Yeah, Cincinnati does need to go cornerback because their best cornerback is nothing but with at that time without taking the linemen, their best cornerbacks are right here: Drexton Hill, Elam, Petrie, Gordon, McCary. So which one of those cornerbacks would you have taken? Should I end it with a quarterback? Why not? And let's go Matt Corral. So we can grade my draft right now. We're going to grade my draft. What's up, Hawks? My first round mock draft. I don't know. It's not going to grade it, but it's going to show you it. So here you guys go. Aiden Hutchinson. What do you guys think? Can you guys see it a little bit? How do I bring it up more? There you go. Can you bring it up more? Detroit has pick 34. It's in their best interest to take a best available player among the needs. But if they take a quarterback at the end of if they plan on taking a quarterback, taking him with the 32nd pick would be the best because you get that 50-year option, right? Elam probably to Cincinnati, maybe Gordon. Yeah, if they want to take it. Mike, did you like my runs on wide receivers, guys? I had that little run on wide receivers at the end. Texans fans, would Texans fans be happy with 2 defensive backs, Ahmad Gardner and picking up Kyle Hamilton with number 13? So that's 2 young defensive backs to go in your secondary. Would you guys like that? Jermaine Johnson to Minnesota right there. I don't know. I haven't done my final mock draft. This is just a fun mock draft to have it. But they have Goff's contract to deal with. Yeah, they have Goff's contract to deal with. I'm not really worried about Goff's contract with the rookie quarterback deal. And Johnny, as we found out the last couple of seasons, the salary cap is a myth, right? So you have Minnesota taking Jordan Davis. I had I think Baltimore 3 wide receivers in a row would be exciting on draft night. Well, yeah, Mike, I had Garrett Wilson go number 8, right? Drake London went 10. And so they're like, oh, all these wide receivers are falling. So then Olave, Williams, and Pickens went 17, 18, 19. Then you had a wide receiver go 22 and Burks. And then I think the last wide receiver, Sky Moore, went number 30. So there's a ton of wide receivers in this draft going top. I don't know if you guys like them or not. What pick am I? I'm actually just finished it. Yeah. But yeah, if you guys are watching. But yeah, I had 3 wide receivers go right in a row. I think I wanted to see how it would fit. And I'm not saying this is how the draft is going to go. It's just a fun mock draft. But I wanted to see what would happen if the 2 top cornerbacks go quick. And Mike and Tony and I and a couple of us have been talking about whenever a position goes. So if the tackles would have gone first, there would have been a run on offensive tackles. People would have took those quick. But now that I took the cornerbacks first, I wanted to see if something else would fall. And that, like, if the tackles go, or like if the corners go first, like I was saying earlier, it's a great spot for the New York Giants because they want to pick offensive line, and they would have their choice of all 3 offensive line. Yeah, I'm not saying the Saints are going to take a quarterback, but I wanted to take one at that spot because I need to get one off the board. So in this mock draft, I had I basically had 3 quarterbacks go. Do I really think Kenny Pickett to Pittsburgh? Probably not, but it works out for a mock draft that I did. So Kenny Pickett to the Saints, see, so Hey, I would be right position, wrong player. That's cool. I'll take that all day. I feel like if I can match the team up with the right position, I'm kind of good there. I would kill myself if the Cowboys take Arnold over Zion or Pennington. Not gonna happen. It could happen, right? It could. Hey, the Cowboys could have took wide receiver right there. The Cowboys could have took a cornerback. You never know if they can keep Jerry Jones from calling the shots. It's gonna happen. I did. I don't know if you were there, Aldo, when I was on the Cowboys pick and I was talking about Zion Johnson going there. I just wanted to try something different in the mock draft with it. What's up, TDs? I am missing football and I had to watch the USFL today. It was the first time watching the USFL, and I was not happy with it. So, anything else you guys see that you guys? I mean, if you guys are watching on TikTok, I'm on YouTube. You guys can see it on Joe Morley Sports or on the Warzone Sports Network. It's on there. What Giants walking away with Charles Cross and Trayvon Watkins or Walker? You got to be happy there. Yeah, and we were talking about the Cowboys. The Cowboys, all their great runs go when they have a great offensive line, and building that offensive line will start good. But yeah, I just wanted to see something different. If the Cowboys win a different route, what would happen to these guys that fall, like Penning and Linderbaum and all them that would fall? So, and then the same thing with the number 2 pick and the number 3 pick. Do I really think that Stingley Jr. or Ahmad Gardner would go 2 and 3? I think one of them could go top 3. I don't think both of them will, but I want to see what would happen if that happens, and what would happen with the tackles and Trayvon Walker and Thibodeau. Uh, I went really receiver heavy in this, hoping that Jordan Davis falls to the Eagles. Hey, Jordan Davis he picked up a lot of steam and then he's dropping back down. So Jordan Davis could fall in this draft. I have him going number 14 to the Baltimore. Johnny was talking earlier that he could go number 12. And then he just posted right now. I would be shocked if Jordan Davis falls out of the top 12. So he's saying that Minnesota would be his floor. But Jordan Davis, like the people talking about Jordan Davis, I mean, he could be one of those guys that we see fall towards the end of the first round, and that'd be great. I would be shocked if that happens as well. Yeah, you'd be happy with Wyatt over Arnold, but in mock draft, yeah. The only reason I let Wyatt fall a little bit too in this mock draft is because I've been reading a lot more about him and teams. I don't know what it is, but teams are starting to. Some teams are taking him off the draft board. Why off their draft board? So that's why I had him drop a little bit. Normally, I have him going top 20. But on this one, I don't know. I just want to see what would happen if teams actually. They're saying multiple teams have already taken Wyatt off their draft board. I don't know why. I didn't go that detailed into it, but that's why I had Wyatt fall just a little bit, and that's why I had Green Bay steal him at number 28. Jordan Davis at 12 has been my landing spot in the last couple mock drafts I've done. Yeah, and I could see Minnesota doing it. It would be a great fit for Minnesota. I don't. Jordan Davis would be a great fit anywhere, right? I believe Davis and Doc Gardner are the best players in the draft to be guaranteed picks that produce. Oh, so you're talking about Jordan Davis and Sauce Gardner are your best players? That TD, those are your two guys. Like those are your top prospects that you think they start producing day one. See, if the Raiders had a first round pick, the Raiders would have been sitting at number 22, and the whole time I was hoping for one of the wide receivers to fall to him. Olave. Olave probably was the receiver that I wanted to go to the Raiders, or the guy, or I wanted Nakobe Dean, the linebacker. Since the Raiders traded out of it and we got Devontae Adams, I'm happy because they filled the need that I wanted to fill anyways. But the two guys that I really wanted for the Raiders going into the draft before they traded their picks was Chris Olave and Nakobe Dean. Those are the two guys that I really wanted. So, but now, do I think the Raiders could have got either one of those guys at 22? Probably not. They probably would have had to trade up for him, right? But yeah, here it is. Here's my mock draft. I hope you guys like it. I mean, I'll probably do like a serious one, like my actually sit down and knock it out with before Thursday and put one out here. But I just like to get on. Like I said, I like to do as many mock drafts as I can, just because it familiarizes people with the prospects here, what the team needs, stuff like that. So on draft day, you'll be like, oh yeah, and like it's funny because George Pickens, we haven't really heard his name a lot, but now we're hitting his name. And Johnny goes, hey, I haven't seen somebody pick George Pickens that early. Well, I picked him at 19. What if George Pickens is the first wide receiver off the draft board come Thursday? Because it's happened, right? Where it's weird. We think the guy is the top guy, and then all of a sudden he's not. Same thing with the cornerback positions. Everybody's split on Ahmad Gardner and Stingley. Just like last year with J.C. Horn. J.C. Horn was a third best cornerback. He was the first one taken off the board. So, it goes back and forth. But like I said, I had fun doing this mock draft. I hope you guys like it. I'll go through it one more time. Look, you guys see it. Aiden Hutchinson, Stingley, Gardner, Thibodeau, Cross, Iki, Trayvon Walker, Wilson, Evan Neal, Drake London, Devin Lloyd, Jermaine Johnson, Hamilton, Jordan Davis, N'Kobe Dean, Malik Willis, Chris Olave, Williams. Olave to the Chargers. Pickens, Pickett, Karlaftis, Burkins, McDuffie, Arnold. I don't know how to say the last name. Bryce Hall, Zion Johnson, Penning, Wyatt, Boot Johnson, Sky Moore, Linderbaum, and Matt Corral to wrap up the first round. Yeah, especially good to know the names of the rookies so you don't get caught up on the league and get familiar with the names. Yes. Yeah, we can mock all you we want, huh, Johnny? And we never know because there's never been a perfect mock draft in NFL history. Not even the experts of the experts can sit there and give you a perfect mock draft. So it's crazy. Let me put my background up real quick. Look at this. Oh, nice. Oh, very nice. Ooh, the Dodgers are on top. Raiders are going to be good. That's my mock draft. I hope you guys had a great time. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Johnny, TDs, Aldo, who else was in here? Mike, all you guys that were in here on TikTok as well. Fantasy Shot Callers, what's going on? Thanks for going through here. Let's see what Aldo had to say right here. Getting a perfect mock draft is like getting a perfect March Madness bracket. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Johnny's goal is to get at least half of his mock draft correct. Johnny, if you can get half of the first round correct, you're good. I think, like I said earlier, if we could match up, at least get the team and the position right, like, first pick is a defensive end, and say I put Trayvon Walker, but it was Thibodeau or whatever, I consider that a good pick for me because at least I knew the team was going to take a defensive end. You might not always get the right player there, but you get the right one. I think that's a good win for you, Johnny. I'm telling you, it's not going to happen. One wrong pick and the draft goes bonkers. And one team falls in love with one guy and it knocks the whole draft off, and they take him early. Yeah. Hey, Johnny, if you can knock out a perfect mock draft, woo! I'm all there for you. Hey, you better have some money on that. You better be like, whoop, whoop. But yeah, that's my mock draft, guys. Appreciate it. I'm gonna hop on off. You guys rewatch it. You guys can let me know what I think in the comments. But hey, it's a great chat. This chat was blowing up, and I love it. I'll do some more. If you guys want to do one with me, hit me up in the DMs. We'll knock it out. When's the next live? I'm gonna try to go live tomorrow. It'd have to be early in the morning. Probably not early in the morning, but I'll try to go live tomorrow. If not late tomorrow night. But that's the only thing. I gotta hop on whenever I can. So all right, guys.